In my first editorial speech, I discussed the editorial lethal injection and the FDA, in which the argument was made that against capital punishment, that the barbiturate sodium thiopental, the shortage of this substance, is the cause of cruel and unusual punishment. Uh, in response to this editorial, there have been counter arguments made that say that it is not the shortage of sodium thiopental that is the cause of cruel and unusual punishment, but it is the sodium thiopental, the drug itself, that is the cause of cruel and unusual punishment. The claim has also been made that there are more acceptable alternatives to administering lethal injection and capital punishment. To address the first claim, sodium thiopental itself is the first of a three-drug cocktail. It is designed to render the inmate unconscious before the other two drugs are administered. The second is pancronium bromide, which causes paralysis within the inmate, and the third is potassium chloride, which causes the inmate to go into cardiac arrest. With sodium thiopental, it is a fast-acting, rapid-acting barbiturate. Once induced, it takes its effect almost immediately. However, it has a tendency to wear off before the third drug, which sends the inmate into cardiac arrest. It has a tendency to wear off before that drug has been administered. So, with that being said, if that drug wears off, then the inmate is possibly experiencing excruciating pain throughout the lethal injection process. And from the effects of the second drug, pancronium bromide, which causes paralysis, the inmate is not in any state to express that he is in excruciating pain or severe pain, which is caused by the third drug, sending him into cardiac arrest. So, like I said, due to the second drug, he's not able to express that he is feeling that excruciating pain. Thus, the first drug is the cause of that cruel and unusual punishment in that inmate feeling that excruciating pain. The second claim which is made is in light of recent research of a similar drug to sodium thiopental, which is called pentobarbital, which is a substitute for sodium thiopental. This particular barbiturate is similar to sodium thiopental, however, it is less rapid acting, and its effects are more lasting than that of sodium thiopental. With this being said, it is able to last until that third drug is being administered. So the inmate is fairly unconscious while the other two drugs are being administered, which would make it easier, or which would have the inmate not feel that pain, that same pain it would feel if it were used, if sodium thiopental were used in the lethal injection process. This particular drug has already been approved in some states, first in Ohio and Washington, and then later in Oklahoma and Texas. And a particular quote from Leonard Rubenstein, who is an associate faculty member at Johns Hopkins Institute of Bioethics. He says that if pentobarbital can induce coma, then it will obviously prevent a person from feeling any pain that might follow. So this is expert testimony that the drug is in fact an acceptable drug, and probably a more acceptable drug than that of sodium thiopental. And this is given from, like I said before, an expert in bioethics. So just to recap, the two claims and the expert testimonies which were given after those claims. The first is that it is not the shortage of sodium thiopental, but it is sodium thiopental itself that causes cruel and unusual punishment. Given on the authority, examples given on authority that it is a fast-acting drug, and it is more likely to wear off before the third drug, which renders the person into cardiac arrest, has been administered. And due to the second drug, as previously stated, the inmate is not able or in any condition to express that he is uncomfortable and experiencing that excruciating pain. And the second claim, which is that pentobarbital, which is a substitute for sodium thiopental, is maybe a more appropriate drug in lethal injection. It is also a barbiturate. However, it is less rapid acting. Thank you.